Good morning, traders. This is a live trade recap of the pre-market. I took 2 trades. The first one, not so great. The second one is one of the best trades I've ever taken, so hang around for that. So this is right before the market opens, 3:59 a.m. Pull up the watch list. I also have it up on my laptop as always. And let's see if I can just find where. Okay, so what happened, which does happen regularly, is my laptop refreshed before the desktop. Sometimes it's the other way around. I have no idea why. I go ahead and restart Webull. So W key and SIOX. This one was too large of a float, so that wasn't worth looking at. So SIOX opened up and made a new high. So my original thought, which I should have stuck with, was let it break out through that new high, and then I could get in on the pullback. But what I did instead was, once I saw this high or low, I looked at it as a reversal play opportunity. So as soon as this next candle made a new high, which I think it opened, yeah, there we go. Now it's at a new high. I got in. I wanted to get in around 445, so cut a little slippage there. And my stop loss is the bottom of the previous candle. And it stops me out and I get out. But I do get a little slippage there on the way out because I wanted to get out at like 429, I guess, or 428, something like that. So that was a loss, and it just kept on selling off. So it was a good thing I honored my stop loss and got out. Now, and this is, these 2 trades together are the perfect example of why, you honor your stop. And then, you want to trade with a 2-to-1 ratio. Now, there was like nothing going on either for the next few minutes that I found. I must have missed. Okay, so here we are at NVCN. I decided, it's getting close to 415, which is my cutoff when I back out. And, just let it be. And so I go back to the watch list one last time. And I see NVCN, all of a sudden it's in the top 3 volume trading pre-market. It's up 50% already. So it's like, whoa, look at that thing. It's a low float, 15 million shares. So immediately put on the watch list. And then boom, like this is exactly what I look for. The only thing is, and I didn't even look at it because I was blown away by this pattern, is now I'm just noticing the daily chart is pretty weak. So that is going against it there. But so basically what happened is you got this little run up here, and then somebody, or some people noticed it and came in on this candle, pushed the price way up. Now you're getting a pullback. And this is essentially a 3-bar play setup. I decided to kind of anticipate the 3-bar play, which is not always a good idea. But I just felt like, man, look at this thing. It's coming out of nowhere. This is consolidation. These are the ones that really tend to go. So I just felt pretty confident that, there was just a lot of things going for this thing. So if I get in a little bit early, then that keeps my stop tighter. Remember, I just came from a losing trade, so that probably influenced it. I'm sure if this was like the first trade of the day, I probably would have just went straight up for a hardcore 3-bar play and waited for it to break that $1.30 level. So I'm just kind of debating, and I get in. Kind of wanted that 120 level, but I actually made more money because of this. the funny thing is, when the stocks, when the patterns work out exactly and you trade the right way, which sometimes puts you in at a higher price. For example, if I would have done the actual 3-bar play, I would have had a higher price, which is counterintuitive. You think, oh, let me get in a lower price. Yeah, I'll make more money. Well, I'll show you in a second how getting in at a higher price that the pattern gave you would have made me even more money than I made. So right now my stop, I think, is 112, right? So that's a 12-cent difference. So I go up 24 cents from here, which is $1.48 with my sell 90 order. Now this is where, like, back in the day, when I say that I mean like a month ago, I would have started scaling out, and I would have left so much money on the table doing that. I mean, this is like a perfect 2R trade type of setup. So there's no reason not to take it, not to take the 2R. Now I do pull it down at one point, but I pull it down like 1 cent. I see that 147. So that's good enough for me. And it did go to 148. And then it kind of bounced off that 150 level. I still have 4 more shares, which I probably should have held a little bit longer, but I did scale out. When I saw it hit like 160, I said, let me take 2 more off. So this is all well beyond 2R at this point, so everything here is like gravy. So there, I'd taken 2 off, and now I said, okay, look, this thing, we don't know how far this is going to run. Let me just ride it out, at least to the bottom of the 1-minute candles. I'll just fast forward a little bit because it took a little time. So I had some like kind of mixed feelings, like, how much of a pullback should I wait for? And basically what happened is, after this thing kind of didn't quite curl over, it went into consolidation, and then it kind of established a support, I think at like 148 or something. I just decided, I've been in this a while now. For me, that's a long time. If it breaks that support level, I'll go ahead and sell the rest of my shares. I mean, I already made well past my 2R, and 2R is always my goal in every trade. So when you combine those 2 trades together, I'm green because this one went to 2R, and this one I sold at 1R with a little slippage. But if this was like a 1-to-1 ratio, this would be a lot tighter difference. So that's the power of 2R, is instead of like 1 winning trade and 1 losing trade making you break even, you can have 1 loser and 1 winner and be well into the green. So right now the account is at an all-time high. You can see on my spreadsheet here, I did have it near this level on Friday, and then I took a big hit on Monday. So where was it? I guess it was this trade here. So anyway, so here's the first trade. The only reason that the 2R P&L is higher than my actual P&L is just because of the slippage here, because I don't have that factored into this calculation that it does. So let's see. Yep, so now back in the green on the month. This is where I would be if I was holding everything to 2R and selling the losers at 1R. But still, at least I'm in the green, and we're heading in the right direction. This needs to be changed to green. I'm only up 83 cents for the week, believe it or not. But that's because of that. I think it was, yeah, this one here. I lost $5 on. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's nice that I finally made a real 2R trade. The one thing I want to say is that on the SIOX, right? So I mean, I talked about this, but the main thing that went wrong there was that I initially thought, let me let it break through the high of day and then I'll look at it, and I guess I was just too eager to get into a trade, and I said, well, there's a reversal setup, and it is a reversal setup, but that wasn't my original ideas. Excuse me. Maybe that's a sign. I should end this video before I ramble on too much more. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm not sure if I'm going to trade later in the day, because this is essentially a home run trade, 20% return on investment. So maybe I should just cut and run for the day, take the rest of the day off. So maybe I'll see you guys later for like an educational video or something. Take care.